Welcome into the Inner Compass podcast show. I am your host, Jackson Ogo, and thank you for joining us on episode 5 of the Inner Compass podcast show. In this episode, we will be discussing the art of letting go. What things do we hold on to that no longer serves us? What part of our identity is tied to what we hold on to? How can we reframe letting go as an act of empowerment? And finally, what is one small thing we can let go of today to support our growth? The Reno Turning Point. In the winter of 2018, I boarded a plane to Reno, Nevada for the ASC Heavy Civil Competition. On the surface, it was just another academic milestone, another event to pad my resume, but beneath that, my life was quietly falling apart. I had been carrying the weight of old wounds for years, pretending they didn't exist. Childhood memories I tried to lock away would bleed through my nights. Through the drinking, the partying, the endless distractions, I told myself I was normal. But the truth was, I was running. Running from the pain, from the anger, from myself. But in Reno, something cracked open. Amid the chaos of the competition, the pressure, the noise, the need to perform, I realized I was at a crossroads. I could keep numbing myself, keep pretending that survival was living, or I could stop. I could accept that the past had happened and that it shaped me but didn't have to define me. I could surrender the anger, the self punishment, the story that healing wasn't possible for someone like me. It was terrifying. Letting go felt like standing at the edge of a cliff without knowing if there was a ground below. But when I surrendered, something unexpected happened. I created space. Space for healing, space for hope, space for a man I never let myself become. Reno wasn't just a competition, it was my turning point. The moment I stopped fighting the past was the moment I started building a future with intentions, with forgiveness, and with love. Acceptance, surrender, creation. Not just words, but my blueprint for becoming whole again. What things do we hold on to that no longer serves us? Generally, we often hold on to things that no longer serves us because they feel familiar, safe, or tied to our identity, even when they cause pain or hold us back. These can be emotions, beliefs, relationships, or past experiences that we've outgrown. Sometimes we cling to them out of fear of change, fear of the unknown, or fear of losing control. Other times, we simply don't realize we're carrying unnecessary weight. Our identity, who we believe we are, is shaped largely by what we value, experience, and choose to remember. The things we hold on to, ideas, memories, traditions, objects, relationships, often represent something about us, our beliefs, our fears, our aspirations, our sense of belongings, or our history. Here's a few examples of things we hold on to that are possibly no longer serving us. Past regrets or mistakes. An example could be replaying a conversation where you said the wrong thing and wished you handled it differently months or years later. Toxic relationships. An example could be keeping a friend close who constantly belittles you out of guilt or history together. Unrealistic expectations. An example could be expecting yourself to always be productive even when you're burnt out or grieving. Old identities or labels. Defining yourself by who you were in the past, like in high school or a past career, even though you outgrown that person since then. Fear of change. An example could be staying in an unfulfilling job because you feel scared of starting over, even if something better is possible. Other examples of things that we hold on to that are possibly no longer serving us could be grudges, resentment, limiting beliefs, need for control, and or approval from others. In short, what we hold on to often isn't about the thing itself. It's about the meaning we've attached to it. Letting go, conversely, can feel like losing a part of ourselves unless we actively reshape our sense of identity around growth, change, and resilience. Now that we've identified potential experiences we hold on to that no longer serves us, what part of our identity is tied to the things that we hold on to? The part of our identity most tied to what we hold on to are usually built around stories we tell ourselves about who we are, what we deserve, and where we come from. These stories are often created in response to past experiences, whereas you're defining yourself by trauma, success, or failure, beliefs and values, outdated values we may have inherited from family, culture, or religion, the roles we play, like believing yourself to be the strong one, the achiever, or the fixer in a relationship, emotional attachment to people, to memories, or to versions of ourselves, and or ego and self-image, what we think we should be, or how we want to be seen. We hold on because letting go feels like losing a part of who we are, but often it's not who we really are, it's who we thought we had to be. How can we reframe letting go as an act of empowerment? The weight of stones. She had spent years collecting stones from every place she had visited: beaches, forests, mountain trails. Each stone marked a memory, a lost love, a hard won victory, a painful goodbye. Over time, her backpack grew heavier, slowing her steps, bruising her shoulders. Still, she clung onto it. Without these stones, who was she? One day, crossing a river, the current caught her. The heavy pack pulled her under. Gasping and struggling, she realized holding on was no longer keeping her connected. It was drowning her. With trembling hands, she unstrapped the backpack and let it fall into the rushing water. At first, she felt a sharp stab of fear, then lightness. She swam to shore, coughing and laughing, free. As she walked on, she noticed her steps were quicker. She could finally climb the steep hills she had once only stared at from below. Letting go hadn't erased her memories, it had given her the strength to create new ones. She realized then, letting go wasn't losing herself, it was choosing herself. We can reframe letting go as an act of empowerment by shifting how we see the relationships between control, identity, and choice. Traditionally, people associate letting go with loss, weakness, or defeat, as if something valuable is being taken from them. But in reality, letting go is often a deliberate, courageous decision to reclaim your energy, dignity, and self-direction. Here's 3 ways we can use to reframe letting go as an act of empowerment. Number 1, letting go is choosing what you carry and what you release to move more freely. It's not passive, it's an intentional act of strength. Number 2, letting go can be seen as an act of self-trust. You trust yourself enough to step into the unknown without clinging to old pains, identities, or situations that no longer serve you. And finally, number 3, letting go is an investment to future possibilities. It creates room for new people, ideas, and experiences that aligns better with who you are now. The main point here is that letting go is not abandoning something or someone. It's choosing yourself first. A metaphor I like to remind myself daily is that letting go is setting down a heavy pack. You realize you don't have to carry everything you picked up along the way. You move faster and more freely when you choose only what you truly need. What is one small thing we can let go of today to support our growth? Here's a list of 4 small things we can let go of today to support our growth. Number 1, let go of silence when you want to speak up. Express your truth, even in small ways. Build confidence and clarity. Number 2, let go of replaying a mistake you made. Take the lesson, not the punishment. Growth requires self-compassion. Number 3, let go of multitasking during conversations. Offer your full presence. It builds trust and deepens connections. And finally, number 4, let go of comparing yourself to someone in person or online. Your path is uniquely yours. Comparison clouds direction. If you're looking for a more extensive self-reflection journey, try the 15-day self-reflection journey. This 15-day self-reflection journey explores the emotional, mental, and energetic patterns that no longer serves our growth, and to release them with intention, compassion, and clarity. Each day offers a small but meaningful prompt, insight, or practice, helping you reconnect with yourself, reclaim your inner space, and realign with your values. Here's a 15-day self-reflection prompt series themed around the art of letting go. For the first 5 days, or week 1, the topic will be awareness. What am I holding on to that no longer aligns with who I'm becoming? Where in my life do I feel resistance, and what I might be afraid of letting go? What patterns do I notice in my thoughts or behaviors that keep me stuck? Am I clinging to an old version of myself, and why? And finally, what situations make me feel the need for control, and how does that affect me? Week 2's topic will be releasing. What am I ready to forgive about myself or someone else? What part of my past do I revisit often, and why? What would I say to the version of me who's afraid to let go? What comfort zone is holding me back from growth? And finally, what have I learned from the things I've already let go of? Week 3's topic will be rebuilding. What does emotional freedom look like to me? Who am I becoming as I let go of old baggage? What new habits, mindsets, or beliefs am I ready to invite in? How can I practice surrender and trust in my day-to-day life? And finally, what boundaries can I create to protect the growth I'm working towards? By the end of the 15 days, you'll likely feel lighter, clearer, and more in tune with what truly matters. Letting go is not about loss. It's about making room for deeper peace, growth, and authenticity. It's a quiet revolution of the self. As we close this episode, we're reminded that letting go is not a weakness. It's a powerful act reclaiming our peace, identity, and direction. Whether it's past regrets, old labels, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs, what we hold on to often shapes how we see ourselves. But we are not our pain. We are who we choose to become in the face of it. Letting go is a choice to lighten the load, trust the process, and open space for growth. It's settling down the heavy backpack of the past and walking forward with clarity, intention, and strength. Remember that letting go is not losing yourself, it's choosing yourself. It's not forgetting, it's freeing. And it's not giving up, it's growing up. Please join us on our next episode where we'll discuss the power of forgiveness. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, my friends, stay grounded, stay open, and keep following your inner compass.